Welcome back. Today we're going to do a collage piece. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so it's going to be very random, very intuitive, and very fun. So come along, let's get started, and I hope you all enjoy this. Now, before we get started on the piece, I just want to show you some of the collages I've done in the past. This is my dedicated pad for collages. I keep my collection here, and I pretty much do all of my collages in this pad. This is like one of my first ones that I did in this pad, of course. Right. So these are very fun to do. I use all kinds of materials from cut paper, flyers, printouts, textiles, and of course I use paint and spray paint, old sketches, anything and everything you can think of, you can put into a collage, right? This was like one of the last ones I did, and it was a destroyed painting that I found in a pile of paintings that got all crumpled up. So I took it, I tore it up, and made something new out of it. So there are all kinds of things that you can do with collage, and the sky's the limit. So don't be afraid to push yourself, use your imagination, and just go for it. Now, what we're going to use today is I just picked out some very random scrap pieces of paper that I keep in a file. And, sometimes, whatever looks interesting, I just kind of either tear it apart or just put it in a bin for later use. And some of this stuff has been sitting for a long time, but I just picked out some random pieces and we're going to do something today. So this piece is going to be very intuitive. I didn't put a lot of thought into what I was going to use. I just grabbed a few things that I thought was interesting and I said, we're going to go with this. So this is what we're going to work with. We're going to use gel medium, which you can get at any big box art supply store. Get gloss gel medium. That is the glue that's going to hold our paper down. And you want like a nice heavyweight paper, right? So we're going to start by laying in our gel medium. We're just going to put a generous amount on the page, anywhere that you'd like, and just start making a composition. So I'm going to start with this piece here because it's interesting, and you can brush the gel medium right over your paper. Just make sure that you smooth out all the bubbles that may be underneath. All right, so we're going to make a composition of what we have so far. Again, be generous with the gel medium. I'm going to cut this piece off because I think it's interesting. Put a little bit more down here. When I lay these pieces down, it doesn't have to make any sense whatsoever. You just lay it down, make a composition, and figure it out as you go along. Now, I do got some bleeding of the paint on this piece so far, but that is okay because gel medium is very paintable. You can paint right over it. I'll lay this down over here. You can overlap. This is an index card. Now, you know what's cool? This is an index card, right? But the lines are showing through. I think that's a pretty cool effect, So you never know what's going to happen when you lay these pieces down. Just go with the flow. And don't worry if you don't like what you've laid down, because you can always paint over it. You are going to get some bleeding from time to time, but that is okay. Collage is it's a very, very fun medium, or a very, very fun way to create, because it's so random. And I like that. I like that you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You know, you're just kind of building it up as you go along. I do have some bleeding here, but again, you know, I don't mind, because I can always go back and paint over these areas. Now, this is just copy paper. I think I was just like kind of brushing my brayer over this, but it made some interesting marks. So I'm going to tear off some areas here and kind of overlap. Maybe go up on this side. Yeah, that makes sense. Put one in this corner. I like that. Let me see. I think I will run this across the top like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. And always remember, you want to make sure that you press those bubbles out of your paper. That's some wrinkling there, but you can always press it out. It's okay. And if it's too much wrinkling, remember, wrinkling, what did I say, Franklin? If it's too much wrinkling, you can always paint over it as well. So just be sure that you try to get as much of the air bubbles and pockets out as possible. This one I laid a little bit too hastily, so that's gonna need some attention later. I really like these red marks, so I'm just going to run with it. Maybe put one on this side as well. Notice how I'm overlapping. Some of the previous pieces. All right, so I think we got something to start with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to dry for a little bit. I will take a break. And you guys know that I love my breaks. I'm going to take a break, and then we'll figure out how to fill in some of these areas in the middle. Maybe we'll add some more colors, or maybe find something else to stick in there. Who knows? But let's take a break. Let's let this dry, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're back from our break, and everything looks pretty much dry. There's a little bit of sheen here, but that's okay. You can always like varnish over it or put another coat of gloss medium over what you've done to, seal everything in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in some of these little holes and gaps with some black paint. So just going to like tie everything together. And I'm just going to very randomly put some brush strokes in, right? Now you can see I am painting right over the gloss medium. Right? Now get creative with it. Strokes. All of these areas that I'm painting over has gloss medium over it, and then you see the paint is taken to it very well. Don't be afraid to go crazy with it. Use your imagination. From here, I'm going to fill this gap. Here as well. Now, I have a tendency to go crazy at this stage, but I'm going to use some constraint in how I lay down the paint. Just use your imagination, I think everything is looking pretty cool here. I'll leave room for my signature there. Whatever pleases you, right? This is your show. I don't want to go too crazy because sometimes I go overboard, but I guess you guys get the point, right? Now, the other thing that, you know what? Let me fill in a little bit of this area as well. All right, I think that looks pretty good. All right, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take an oil pastel and just kind of mark a few areas. Now I love this orange and I love how it looks against or next to the blue. So I'm just going to use some spot color in certain areas. All right. All right. The only thing left to do is sign this. I will sign this later when it's completely dry. But that's it, folks. And, this didn't take long at all. It's very expressive. It's very intuitive. And I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll do some more in the future. Now, if you're looking to get into collage, I highly recommend that you do so. It's very relaxing. It's enjoyable. It's very intuitive. You don't need any drawing skills to do it. You just have to have the will and the creative imagination to flow with it. So here's the finished piece. I like how it turned out. This one was very fun. And I think I'm getting better at it. What I'm learning is how to use some constraint and to go more with simplicity. So If you all like this video and you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Keep creating, use your imagination, and have some fun. So I love you all. Yahweh bless, and I will talk to you again soon. Peace out.